You just started another YouTube channel, didn't you? Let me guess. You spent hours picking the perfect name, designing a logo, maybe even buying some fancy equipment. You uploaded 3 videos, got 17 views on the first one, 9 on the second, 4 on the third. Now you're already thinking about starting over with a different niche because this one clearly isn't working. Stop. Right there. Before you delete everything and start channel number 4, you need to hear this. The problem isn't your niche. It isn't your equipment. It isn't the algorithm hating you. The problem is you're starting YouTube channels like every other beginner who fails. And if you keep doing what you're doing right now, you will fail. Again. But here's the thing. Most creators who struggle aren't lacking talent or good ideas. They're just following a broken blueprint that guarantees failure. Today we're going to tear apart that blueprint and show you exactly what's keeping you stuck in the cycle of starting, failing, and restarting. This isn't going to be another motivational speech about believing in yourself. This is about the cold, hard mistakes that kill channels before they even have a chance. If you recognize yourself in what I'm about to say, good. That means you still have time to fix it. Let's start with mistake number 1. You're trying to be everything to everyone. I see this constantly. Someone starts a channel called Life with Sarah, and their last 5 videos are about cooking pasta, reviewing phone cases, sharing morning routines, discussing crypto investments, and teaching guitar chords. Sarah, nobody knows what your channel is about, including you. Here's what happens when you try to cover everything. YouTube's algorithm has no clue who to show your videos to. The person interested in pasta recipes doesn't care about phone cases. The crypto investor isn't looking for guitar tutorials. You end up with a confused audience of nobody. Even worse, you never get good at anything specific. You're always starting over, learning new topics instead of getting deeper and better at one thing. The viewers who do find you have no reason to subscribe because they can't predict what value they'll get next time. This is why channels with 20 different topics stay small, while channels about specific problems grow fast. Here's the mindset shift you need. Your channel isn't about you. It's about solving one specific problem for one specific group of people. Pick a lane and stay in it, at least until you have 1,000 subscribers who actually care about what you do. If you love cooking and finance, pick one. Start with cooking. Master that. Build an audience that trusts you with food content. Then maybe later you can branch out. But not on day 1. Not when you have 50 subscribers. The riches are in the niches. Stop fighting this truth. Pick something specific. Stick with it long enough to see if it actually works. Mistake number 2 is the copycat trap. You see Mr. Beast spending millions on videos and think that's what YouTube success looks like. You see Emma Chamberlain being spontaneous and random and think you need to copy her energy. You see tech reviewers with expensive cameras and think you need their setup. Stop copying big creators. They're playing a completely different game than you. Mr. Beast can spend $50,000 on a video because he makes millions. You can't. Emma Chamberlain can be random because she has 20 million subscribers who will watch anything she posts. You don't. Those tech reviewers get free products and have teams of editors. You're shooting on your phone in your bedroom. This is good news, not bad news. You get to solve problems they can't solve. Big creators can't make beginner content anymore. They're too advanced, too removed from the basics. They can't teach someone how to cook their first meal or start their first budget because they forgot what it's like to be new. That's your advantage. You understand beginner problems because you have them. The fix here is simple. Stop looking up at the creators with millions of subscribers. Look at the creators with 10,000 or 50,000 subscribers who are making content for people exactly like you. Study them. See what problems they're solving. Then ask yourself what problems they're missing. What questions do you have that they're not answering? That's your content. You don't need to be the best creator on YouTube. You need to be the best creator for people who are where you were 6 months ago. That's how you win as a small channel. Mistake number 3 kills more channels than anything else. You're obsessing over numbers that don't matter yet. I watch creators check their analytics every hour. They make videos about topics they hate because they think those will get more views. They spend more time worrying about subscriber counts than making good content. They quit after a week because they don't have 1,000 views. Listen carefully. Views and subscribers are the result of good content, not the goal. When you chase numbers, you make desperate content. Desperate content feels desperate. Nobody wants to subscribe to desperate. You end up making content for the algorithm instead of for people. The algorithm doesn't subscribe to your channel or buy your products. People do. And people can smell desperation from miles away. Here's what you should focus on instead. Comments. Real comments from real people saying your video helped them. That's the only metric that matters when you're starting. One person saying this solved my exact problem is worth more than 1,000 views from people who clicked away after 10 seconds. Focus on making content so useful that people feel compelled to thank you. When that happens consistently, the views and subscribers follow naturally. But if you chase views first, you'll make shallow content that helps nobody and attracts nobody. The math is simple. Help one person deeply and they'll tell others. Chase 1,000 people shallowly, and none of them will care enough to share. Mistake number 4 is the consistency killer. You upload 3 videos in 1 week, then nothing for 2 weeks, then 5 videos in 3 days, then nothing for a month. Or you decide you're going to upload daily without thinking about whether you can actually maintain that pace. Inconsistency murders momentum. The few people who might subscribe forget you exist by the time your next video comes out. YouTube's algorithm stops promoting your content because you've trained it to think your channel isn't active. But here's the deeper problem. Inconsistency reveals that you're treating YouTube like a hobby, not like a skill you're trying to build. You're uploading when you feel like it, when inspiration strikes, when you have time. That's not how you build anything meaningful. Consistency isn't just about the schedule. It's about showing up even when you don't want to. It's about building the discipline to create when you're not inspired. The solution isn't to upload daily. It's to pick a schedule you can actually maintain and stick to it for at least 3 months. If you can only make 1 video per week, do that. If you can only make 1 video every 2 weeks, fine. The frequency matters less than the reliability. Your audience needs to know when to expect content from you. More importantly, you need to build the habit of creating regularly. Consistency builds momentum. Momentum builds results. Most creators quit before they experience momentum, because they've never been consistent long enough to see what's possible. Mistake number 5 is perfection paralysis. You spend 3 weeks editing a 5-minute video. You research for hours before filming anything. You reshoot the same intro 12 times because you stuttered once. You wait to upload until your setup is perfect, your audio is professional, your thumbnail is flawless. Meanwhile, someone else with worse equipment and less knowledge uploads 3 videos in the same time you spent perfecting one. They get feedback, improve, upload again. You're still editing video number 1. Perfection isn't just impossible on YouTube. It's counterproductive. Your first 100 videos are going to be practice anyway. You might as well get through them quickly so you can start making actually good content sooner. Every hour you spend perfecting video number 5 is an hour you could spend making video number 6. Video number 6 teaches you more than perfecting number 5 ever will. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Your job isn't to make perfect content. Your job is to make useful content consistently and improve over time. Every video is an experiment. Some experiments work, some don't. The faster you run experiments, the faster you learn what works. The creators who win aren't the ones who make perfect videos. They're the ones who make useful videos faster than everyone else. Good enough and publish beats perfect and never seen. Always. Set a publishing deadline and stick to it no matter what. If the video helps someone, it's good enough. You can always make a better version later. Mistake number 6 is the patience problem. You expect results in weeks when success takes months or years. You see other creators who grew fast and think that's normal. It's not. Most successful creators struggled for months before anything worked. They just don't talk about those months because struggle stories don't get views. You quit after 6 videos because you're not viral yet. You change niches after a month because you're not growing fast enough. You give up on strategies after 2 weeks because you haven't seen results. Growth on YouTube is exponential, not linear. This means it looks like nothing is happening for a long time, then everything happens at once. Most creators quit during the nothing is happening phase. They never get to see what could have been possible if they just stuck with it longer. The truth about YouTube growth is uncomfortable but necessary. Your first 3 months will probably suck. Your first 6 months might still suck. Your first 50 videos will likely get low views. This isn't because you're bad at YouTube. It's because that's how the platform works for almost everyone. YouTube is a long-term game disguised as a short-term game. The creators you see who grew fast either got lucky, had existing audiences, or have been grinding longer than you realize. Stop measuring your first month against someone else's third year. Instead, commit to making content for at least 6 months before you evaluate whether this is working. 6 months of consistent publishing in the same niche with the same audience. If you can't commit to that, YouTube isn't for you. Find something else. Mistake number 7 is the authority trap. You think you need to be an expert before you can teach anyone anything. You watch creators who've been doing this for years and think you have nothing valuable to offer. So you don't start, or you wait until you feel qualified, or you downplay your knowledge in every video. Here's what you're missing. You don't need to be the world's greatest expert. You just need to be one step ahead of your audience. If you've been working out consistently for 6 months, you can help someone who's trying to start a fitness routine. If you've been learning photography for a year, you can teach someone who just bought their first camera. If you've struggled with anxiety and found strategies that help, you can share those with people who are where you used to be. Your recent experience is actually more valuable than distant expertise. You remember what it felt like to be confused about the basics. You know what questions beginners actually have because you had them recently. The fix is to position yourself as a fellow learner, not a guru. Share what's working for you right now. Document your journey instead of pretending you've already arrived. People connect with fellow travelers more than they connect with distant experts. Your relatability is your superpower. Use it. Stop waiting until you feel qualified. You're already qualified to help people who are behind where you are now. That's enough to start. Now let's talk about what actually works. Small channels win with clarity, not authority. Big channels can be vague because people will watch anything they post. You can't. Every video needs a clear, specific promise. Not how to get better at cooking, but how to cook perfect scrambled eggs without them getting rubbery. Not productivity tips, but the 5-minute morning routine that doubled my focus. Specific promises attract specific people. Specific people become loyal subscribers. Small channels win with consistency, not virality. You don't need a viral video. You need 50 good videos that each help a small group of people. Those 50 videos compound over time. They work together to build your reputation and authority. One viral video that doesn't lead to subscribers is worthless. 50 videos that each get 100 views from the right people is priceless. Small channels win with usefulness, not entertainment. You're not competing with Netflix. You're not trying to be the funniest person on YouTube. You're trying to solve problems. Entertainment is a bonus, not a requirement. A boring video that solves someone's problem beats an entertaining video that wastes their time. Every single time. Here's your action plan. First, pick one specific problem you can help solve. Not a broad topic, a specific problem. Second, identify the exact type of person who has that problem. Third, make 10 videos for that person about that problem. 10 videos before you change anything. Fourth, publish those videos on a consistent schedule you can actually maintain. Fifth, ignore view counts and subscriber numbers for the first 3 months. Focus only on making useful content and getting better at your craft. Sixth, engage with every comment like your channel's life depends on it. Because it does. Seventh, study what works and what doesn't. But only after you have real data from real videos, not before. This isn't glamorous advice. There's no secret hack here. No magic algorithm trick. Just the boring, difficult work of showing up consistently and helping people solve problems. Most creators won't do this because it requires patience and discipline. That's exactly why it works. While everyone else chases shortcuts, you'll be building something real. The creators who win on YouTube aren't the most talented or the most creative. They're the ones who outlast everyone else. They stick with one thing long enough to get good at it. They publish when they don't feel like it. They help people instead of chasing views. They build momentum slowly and compound it over time. Your channel will succeed or fail based on the decisions you make in the next 30 days. Not the decisions you made last month or the ones you'll make next year. Right now, you can keep starting over every few months and wonder why nothing works. Or you can pick one direction and commit to it completely. You can keep copying what big creators do and stay small forever. Or you can solve problems that big creators can't solve anymore. You can keep waiting until you feel ready. Or you can start helping people with what you know right now. The difference between creators who make it and creators who don't isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's not even content quality. It's the willingness to stick with something long enough to see what's possible. Most people quit right before the breakthrough happens. Don't be most people. Pick your lane. Solve specific problems for specific people. Publish consistently. Ignore the noise. Help people. Do this for 6 months without changing directions. Then and only then evaluate your results. YouTube doesn't owe you anything. But if you show up consistently and actually help people, it will reward you. Stop starting YouTube channels. Start building one.